A lot of people are saying that Jimmy Garoppolo played well. The previous guy said he was an A+ today. I gave Jimmy Garoppolo a D. I don't understand what some of you people see in him. He made some okay. Every quarterback that's a decent starting quarterback will make a few nice throws in the game. Otherwise, he's not a starting quarterback. So Jimmy made some nice throws. That's great. But his offense scored 14 points, and he turned the ball over twice. You can't tell me he played well today. Jimmy Garoppolo, we've been saying this for a long time. Like everyone says, oh, he's a winner. You know, you put him on the field, he just wins. Nah. If you put him on the field without an elite defense and an elite run game, it's going to look like that. That's why he wins. Everyone's like, oh, there must be something about him. I mean, he's so mediocre. His stats aren't great. His skill set isn't great, but he just wins. Yeah, because his defense is great. Because his run game is great. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't run. He's not responsible for either of those things. And yeah, he won a few games, like 5 in 2017, before the Niners had an elite defense and elite run game. Those games didn't matter. Those games were just 5 games at the end of a season that was over already. Since 2019, Jimmy's only played with elite defenses and elite run games. Today he had neither, and you saw what happened. 41 passes, a lot of yards, you know, some nice throws, a lot of dinks and dunks, a million dinks and dunks, and yet 2 turnovers. Now, some people will say the first interception at the end of the first half was just like, you know, a prayer at the end of the first half. Okay, he threw the ball like 30 yards into triple coverage. That had no chance. Why don't you get the ball down the field into the end zone? How about that? You just threw the ball to the other team. That was terrible. And then the interception in the second half was just, I mean, you knew it was coming. If the Niners don't run and they force Jimmy Garoppolo to be the focal point of the offense, you know that's coming. And he doesn't give you enough big plays to offset those bad ones. So there's a reason that the Niners' formula is to run the ball so much. And that's why when they abandon the run game today, I'm like, oh, I already know what's going to happen in this game. The defense is going to get tired. The defense is going to do okay. And Jimmy Garoppolo is going to turn the ball over. He did. I don't understand why people like him. Why they think he's good, why they think he played well in this game. He made some nice throws. He had some drops. That's true. But even if Braden McLeod catches the deep ball that he dove for, or Charlie Warner has a 25-yard catch, I mean, how many points does this offense score? Maybe 21? Maybe. And he still commits 2 turnovers, which he can't do. His job is to not make the big mistake. He made 2 of them today. He almost made a 3rd. He fumbled, but the play didn't count. I don't understand why people keep defending this guy. He's a fine backup, but he should not be the starting quarterback of this team next year. He's not the answer next year. And frankly, aren't we all a little embarrassed that we even entertained the conversation that he might be improving? We really talked about that the last couple. I mean, I didn't, but I heard a lot of people saying like, oh man, this is a different Jimmy. This is a super Jimmy. And the only thing missing is a cape because he's special. I read that he was surging. Surging. No. He's the same quarterback every week. It's just that the last couple of weeks, the Panthers and Rams did not intercept the passes he threw to the other team. Jimmy will always do his part. The other team just has to capitalize, and the Falcons did today. So the Niners could have won this game if they'd run the ball, if they'd figured that out. But as soon as they put the game in Jimmy Garoppolo's hands, which is what the Falcons wanted, it's so amazing how the Niners just gave the Falcons exactly what they wanted. Oh, you want us to stop running? You want us to pass? Fine. We'll just throw screens all day and lose and score 14 points and blame it on execution. No, we'll blame the defense. Excuse me. We'll score 14 points and lose, but we'll blame the defense for not getting a 3rd and 12 in the second quarter. That's great. I love that. Mariota had less incompletes than Jimmy Garoppolo had interceptions. Yeah, I mean, you can give them. I mean, look, what was D'Amico supposed to do? He played a very conservative brand of football without his starters and basically gave up a bunch of short passes, and Falcons took it. Falcons took it. I can't put this game on Jimmy 100%. I've been hard on him. The receivers have to give him a chance. What happened to the run game? Yeah, I wouldn't put it all on on Jimmy. It's all of them. But a lot of people are like, Jimmy was great today. It's not his fault. Nah, he wasn't great. No one was great on offense. They all were terrible. Nathan Flores says, banana hands, where's the urgency behind 14 points? And then you don't do no huddle like 5 minutes left in the game. Shake my head. Terrible drops today. The SF-49 are basically banana hands will always be under 500. Look, we're really killing these people for dropping the ball. That's true. Your job is to catch the ball as a receiver. But you know what's worse than dropping the ball? Putting it on the ground, turning it over. And no wide receivers or tight ends turned it over today. The turnovers came from the quarterback position and the running back position. They lost the game. Those two. Robert Saleh and the Jets are 4-2 without a quarterback. Yeah, they have a good coach, though. Danny Young says Jake Brendel was so bad in the second half. Yeah, everyone in the offense was really bad, except for the wide receivers. Grant, repeat that Jimmy stat, 9 of 14. Okay, so here's the thing. Everyone says Jimmy Garoppolo's a winner, right? He has all these wins, yes. But when he passes more than the 49ers run, he's 9-14 in his career with the 49ers. 9-14 when he passes more than the team runs. This is modern NFL football. Usually you pass. Usually it's a good thing. All the rules support passing. But when the Niners try to do what they did today, they lose. So how could he be a great quarterback if he's totally dependent on running the ball more than he passes? And he doesn't run. He doesn't even use his legs. He is fugazi. Fugazi. If you don't know what that means, go watch Donnie Brasco. He's always been a product of two things he's not involved with, the run game and the defense. And then he gets like credit for a couple nice throws. Time for Juice to play quarterback. Michael Hamilton says 2 throws that got dropped were the best deep throws. All the others were underthrown. Kyle's clock management sucked. Give Mason some totes. Yeah, man, 2 games in a row. So last week they gave Tevin Coleman a carry on 3rd and 2. He got no gain. This week they gave him a carry with the game on the line on 3rd and 1. He lost a yard. What are you doing, Kyle? He's not a short yardage back. You'd be better off giving the ball to Jordan Mason or Jeff Wilson Jr. Tevin Coleman. Jimmy Garoppolo. Yep. Jimmy missed a lot of throws high and low. Yeah, he's not that good. He's not that good. He played A+ for Jimmy today. Who did? Jimmy did? Kyle can't score after halftime. What a bum, says Milf Hunter. Yeah. I mean, he got out coached by Arthur Smith today. Mario Gonzalez says, why are we not throwing the deep ball to George and Ayuk? It gave me hope that he threw it deep, but man, we need to step it up. I mean, that deep throw that Jimmy threw to Brandon Ayuk was pathetic. He was open. All he had to do was throw it out in front of him, and he couldn't. And Ayuk had to stop and jump for it. Kyle Shanamid, I like it. J-Rod says, Jimmy isn't great, but damn it, he's handsome. It's pretty much what I've been reading for 6 years. Seth Harvey says, just saying I called this trap game back during Rams week. To be honest, Jimmy interception was end of half garbage time. These drops getting out of hand, though. Good job calling it, man. James says, can we call Drew Brees? Grant, you got his number. I don't think he wants to play for this banged up team. This is Jimmy's problem now. First interception had to go to the sideline or end zone. No end zone option on that play call. Not on Jimmy. Oh, my God, dude. You're really going to give him a pass for throwing in triple coverage and throwing a Hail Mary 30 yards? First of all, it was pathetic. Throw the ball further. Get the ball to the end zone, or don't throw it into triple coverage. So if Trey Lance had done that, you'd be crushing him. That was terrible. Second was bad. Jimmy and D weren't the biggest reasons they lost, though. Who played better on O, though? They sucked. Who cares who the biggest reason was that they lost? Everyone's the reason they lost. Kyle's the reason they lost. Jimmy's the reason they lost. Every single person has a hand in it. I don't think it really matters going through and ranking who's most responsible for their loss. They all are. The quarterback and the coach every week. It's them. Every week. The quarterback and the coach. You can defend one or the other, but it's them. Nathan says Kyle under 500 Shanahan. Any coach would have been fired. Ridiculous. Fox commentators were calling Kyle a genius. No, Banana Hand is not. No, Arthur Smith is smarter than him. How come no one calls Arthur Smith a genius? You know why? Because his name is Arthur Smith. It's the most generic name of all time. His dad, he's not a brand name. His dad wasn't in the league. Arthur Smith is like generic Coach B. But so he's not a genius. You have to have a great name. He should change his name to Slim Smith. I think that'd be better. 808 Niner says, I meant for what Jimmy is, it's the best we can expect from Jimmy. At least he threw more 10 yards downfield. No. The expectation for Jimmy is to not throw interceptions. That's his job. Don't throw picks. That's it. That's your job. Why is Mason on the team? Why is he on the team? To play special teams? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Also got beat by the Trey Lance offensive formula. 49ers got beat by the Trey Lance offensive formula. That's true. What the Falcons are doing is what the Niners... Whoa! Hey, why'd they do that to me? Hey, hold on real quick. I'm coming right back. Hold on. Hold on. Haters. It was the haters that put the lights out, but I got them back on. I talked to the haters. Man, that was professional.